Hi everyone, today we are going to discuss about what? Classification of porifera. Okay, that means already last class we learnt about the characteristics of porifera. What are the different various types of characteristics of porifera. Now we are going to discuss about classification. That means how the porifera divided into how many classes. Okay, why they divided based on their structure, based on their functioning. Again, the porifera, whatever porous, whatever primary, whatever primitive organisms, these primitive organisms also classified. Again, classified. Already we know the porifera organisms are cellular level of body organization. That means the body made up of cellular level. Okay, very simple primitive organism. These are. If you want to see what these porifera, if you want, we will observe only in marine and some are freshwater. Only very few are freshwater and remaining all are in marine water. The more, if you want to, sometimes we are seeing what the deep sea. We are seeing some tree-like structures and rock-like structure, pebbles, rock-like structure. That is what poriferans. That is starting. The poriferans are thought that is a non-living things. Later, Robert Grant especially identified and given the name, the name of what? Porifera. That means he observed the water is moving in and out. What will be happen? He thought that these are latter scientists thought that these are also living things, especially animals, metazoans or metazoans, multicellular organisms, primitive and multicellular organisms. That means in this porifera only body organized with cellular level only. Not tissues are absent, organs are absent, organ systems are absent. Now we are going to discuss about classification of phylum porifera. Classification of phylum porifera. Okay, if you observe the classification of phylum porifera, they generally the porifera, especially phylum, classified into Calcarea, Hexactinellida and Demospongia. The names are very difficult to speak, so that everybody must learn. Okay, the names are Calcarea, class Calcarea, Hexactinellida and Demospongia. These are what? The phylum porifera divided into three classes. What are they? There are Calcarea, and second one is Hexactinellida, and third one is what? Demospongia. Okay. What? Calcarea. The name given Calcarea. What are the characteristics of Calcarean poriferans? What are the characteristics? The characteristics are especially shallow marine water. They are living in shallow marine water. What is the meaning of shallow marine water? Shallow marine water means what? Okay, they are living in marine, seawater, marine, the upper region only. What is the meaning of shallow? Shallow means what? Upper region. They are living in upper region. These whatever poriferan are living what? Okay, especially for upper region only. Shallow marine water. They are living in shallow marine water. And solitary. What is the meaning of solitary? Single. The meaning of solitary means what? Single. They are living alone, single, separately, individually, not colonial. Some are colonial, some are solitary, some are colonial. In that, Calcareans also, again, some are living alone, we can call solitary, some are living colonial. Colonial means what? Group. They are living in group. Okay. And body structure is very simple. Already these are the primitive organisms, so that the body structure is also very simple. The important point about what Calcarea, spicules. What is the meaning of spicules? Endoskeleton system. The endoskeleton system, the spicules, whatever in ectoderm, between ectoderm and endoderm, spicules are located. These spicules are the skeleton system of what? Calcareous poriferans. These spicules are calcareous, so that the name given Calcarea. What is calcareous? Calcareous means made up of calcium carbonate. This is very important for NEET exam. The class Calcarea. The spicules are made up of what? Calcium carbonate. What is calcium carbonate? Calcium carbonate, elements of calcium carbonate. So that the name given Calcarea. Okay. Now we are discussing about. Okay. If you observe the Hexoctinellida, the word given hexa means 6. Why? Because given this name, later we'll discuss. First of all, what are the characteristics of Hexoctinellida? Hexoctinellida is the deeper parts of sea. They are living deeper part of the sea. But Calcareas are shallow. Shallow, that means what? Upper region. They are living in the upper region of the marine. And what Hexoctinellida is living in down and living in deeper. Means what? Downward. Deeper. Especially deeper parts of the sea. It is living in deeper. Inside the sea. So that, that is the difference between Calcarea and Hexoctinellida. And these are solitary. What is the meaning of solitary? Single, alone. They are living in separate, not colonial. But Calcareans are solitary and colonial. These are only solitary. Okay. And spicules are 6-rayed. This is a very important point for NEET exam. Spicules are the skeleton system. Spicules are 6 rays. So that the name given Hexoctinellida. The spicules are 6 ray-like structures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what spicule. In that endoskeleton, spicules are look like star-shaped structure. So that what will be happen? We can call Hexoctinellida. What is the meaning of Hexoctinellida? The spicules are made up of what? 6 ray structures. And very important, one more point. These spicules are made up of siliceous. What is the meaning of siliceous? At there, calcareous. This is we can call siliceous. Calcareous means what? What is calcareous? Made up of calcium carbonate. These are Hexoctinellida is there. Siliceous. What is the meaning of siliceous? Siliceous means what? Silicon dioxide. It is made up of silicon dioxide. And example, what are the examples of these Hexoctinellida? Examples of Hexoctinellida, Euplectella. This is very important for NEET exams. Everybody learn general name and scientific names. The scientific name is Euplectella. We can call general name is Venus flower basket. Just it look like a flower basket. The flower basket when we are keeping in home, no? That type of, it look like flower basket. It's flower basket, so that we can call these all Euplectella. Other name, Hyloneema. Other one. What is the meaning of Hyloneema? Hyloneema is the scientific name. General name is what? Glass rope sponge. I am drawn the diagram also. Try to observe the diagram. Just like a rope-like structure, it is a glass, transparent. So that it is called, we can call Hyloneema. That is the scientific name. General name is what? Glass rope. This is very important. Glass rope sponge. Generally all poriferans are we can call sponges. This is glass rope sponges we can call Hyloneema. This is information about Hexoctinellida. After Hexoctinellida, we have to discuss about the third class we can call Demospongia. The word given demo, D means what? Die. D means what? Two. Here. Two means what? These spongians are living marine and freshwater. This is important. Generally, Calcareous, whatever Calcarea and Hexoctinellida, both are living in marine water. But these Demospongians are living both marine and freshwater. Marine and freshwater. So that the name given Demospongia. Demo means what here? Both. These sponges are living in, spongias are living in both two types of water, marine water and freshwater. So that the name given what? Demospongia. Skeleton systems consist what? Siliceous spicule. Already I am told what is the meaning of siliceous spicule? Siliceous means what? These are made up of silicon oxide. Silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide. Made up of silicon dioxide. What are the examples of what? Demospongia. The very important example is what? Spongilla. Spongilla is called freshwater sponge. Okay, it is living in freshwater. What is the meaning of freshwater? It is not salt. What is it? Rivers. It is living in rivers. So that we can call freshwater. Okay, example is Spongilla. And also Euspongia. You know, Euspongia we can call bath sponge. What is the meaning of bath sponge? Generally, bath sponge we are using in beautician centers. And in beautician center, they are using one stone-like structure, stones. It is having lot of holes. Are you observed or not? Try to observe that one in beautician center. We are observed some stones is there that is useful for scrabbing. What is that one? That is nothing. That is just what Euspongia. Generally, that is what Euspongia only. So that the name given bath sponge. Scrubber like they are using in beauticians, and that is we can call bath sponge. That is a common name, scientific name we can call Euspongia. Okay, very important. These terms are very important, so that everybody must learn. And as Chalina, what is the meaning of Chalina? Dead man's finger. It look like a dead man's fingers like this. It is look like, so that we can call especially for Chalina. These are the especially for examples of. Everybody must learn what are the examples of these classes, whatever Demospongia, Hexoctinellida and Calcarea. Okay, if you observe the Calcarea examples, generally Calcarea examples are Cycon. Simple. These are the simple poriferans. The Cycon, other name is Scypha. Okay. Lencocelania also, Grantia also. Okay, if you observe the Cycon structure here, the diagram of Cycon. Okay, try to observe the diagrams. Okay, and that is what Hexoctinella. That is Euspongia. Okay, take down the notes.